Here I am, 9:20 in the morning on a Saturday. Boring! And I'm thinking, what do I do? This is why I'm doing this. It doesn't mean anything. But in general, I'm just thinking, what do I do? What's next? What do I do? What do I do? Okay. And, or is it worth doing? I have ideas of what to do, but is it worth doing? Should I? Shouldn't I? You know. All I know is that my health is decent right now, and it wasn't. So I gotta do something in case it isn't decent anymore. Um, yeah. I read this article about how antibiotics help people and have helped people in Africa, or let's say cut down AIDS deaths by 50%. So I don't know which antibiotics they were looking at, but it was like one. I forgot the name. And from my experience taking them and blood tests and all that, I'd have to say that's true. It can work. I think the root of people's illnesses isn't HIV. It's a lot of things. You don't need HIV to die from certain infections and diseases. So, you know, it's like kind of like a Helen Keller approach to treating yourself besides antivirals or heart. I hate that word. It's like there's no heart in heart. So, yeah, it's true. I mean, it's so true that, a recent visit to my doctor, he didn't even want to discuss it. He said, well, I won't listen to articles that I read. And what I should have told him was, I'm not just reading, I'm living it. You know? When it comes to getting a job or knowing nothing beats experience, and it's the same thing in this case. So, I wouldn't tell anybody not to get an HIV test. I would say get as many tests as you can, for everything. And I guess I feel lucky that I was, I had a swollen lymph node and they biopsied it and, I found out what I had before I even got tested. And I was refused help unless I was tested. So, there's that feeling of being cornered into a one way approach of treating yourself, and that's why I'm so desperate to figure out a natural alternative, because I don't want to be at the mercy of anything or anyone. And I'm nobody's bitch, like I don't like to have to depend on somebody, especially if there's suspicion to believe they're lying or not telling you the whole truth. And when there's a lot of money involved, if you're not thinking about or questioning what the motives are on your end or their end, then something wrong with you. How could you not? I mean, you know how people are. So, alright, I'm not talking to anybody specific, I'm just whatever. Okay, let me stop this thing and review it. I think it came out pretty well. Now we are going to try the Sony HDR CX440. Is it HDR? To compare quality to Logitech shitty webcam. I cannot talk without coughing. And hi, I'm looking at the viewfinder in this. Okay, so I just recorded a video. It's like 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and now I could import this into Premiere and test it out side by side, and just to get a feel of the difference, the improvement of quality. I'm sure this is better than the webcam was. And I don't think my performance in this video is better than the one I just recorded that I'm going to upload. But anyway, I'm still thinking about what to do. I'm exploring my options. I am greasing my rusty electronics knowledge. And, you know, sounds. What if I whisper? Can you hear me? It's about 3 feet away. Can you hear this? Now we are going to try this with a white balance. I haven't smoked in 4 years, almost 4 years this spring. And my walls were not that yellow, okay? So if I did smoke, they probably would be. But they're not. See, it's a beautiful white. White! White! And that's from a movie. She said, it was about a girl who was half black, half white. And she was saying how she wants it to be white. White! Imitation of Life, I think it was, yeah. And the one with Lana Turner, yeah. White! White! I just wanted to be white. I'm a white boy. I never wanted to be white.